Just like the number of strikes a pitcher needs to strike out a batter at the plate, the Trial and Error podcast is featuring 3 guests. Booyah! You heard that correctly. 3 strikes. You're into this one now. I got you by the hair. Now, please join me. It is I, Aaron, a.k.a. Sandwich, a.k.a. whatever you want me to be. We got, you've heard him before, Dirk Diggler, a.k.a. Skyler, my brother, younger brother, mind you, with inferior facial hair, might I add. A blonde mustache? Get the fuck. All right, that's not what the podcast is about. Anyways, suck toes, Diggler. But we got a third guy. You know, we are an Oops Oreo. We got the vanilla crust, and we got the chocolate inside, a.k.a. Brently Weissman, baby, and he is sweet. You want to pull us apart and eat him first because he has insight on the NFL. But wow. Let me tell you something. We're getting into the nerdiness of the world. We are tapping in, baby. That's what this show's all about. We're getting into Game of Thrones, Marvel, Harry Potter, the what-have-yous. Lord of the Rings, baby. We're just mixing all of it. We're just making this cocktail nice and sweet, full of all your favorite liquors, whatever you need for the metaphor to work. We are going in hard, and it's a good conversation. Plenty of digressions, par for the course. But just get ready to roll, everybody. Brently Weissman, Dirk Diggler, yours truly. Let's get it on. Failed.
I might be too high for this.
No, you're good. You're good. All right.
Can I lower it?
You can do whatever you want. So it can even unscrew a little bit like this. Whoa, check it out.
Is it too close to me, though?
You want a fist away, says Skyler. Fist. Porn. You've seen porn, right? Just right there.
Did you want to save this bottle for anything?
Why?
All right, so speaking to the mic a little bit, like, right here. We're talking. It's a little too high for me.
Hello?
Is one with more or less sandwich?
Less is more. All right. Say
Hello?
something. How was your day? Tell us about your day a little bit.
So my day was good. I need to. It's kind of awkward talking in a microphone.
Oh, just lower
Sandwich,
it.
I didn't get the 1-2-1-2 though.
Keep it out of sight.
How do you do that?
Bro,
Just like keep it down, just keep it up, and then we make eye contact, a little something like that.
Maybe he doesn't like making eye contact with.
Not a real man.
Not a real man.
You know what?
Not a
Wait,
gay.
you know what? I thought this was an audio check. Guess what? We're started. That's what's going on.
I didn't get the audio check.
Get audio check. Say something.
1-2-1-2 audio check.
Silence, Brently. Let's listen to Skylar's audio levels.
1-2-1-2.
Nice. Really good.
2-1-2-1.
How do I sound?
You sound like the Mona Lisa looks.
Nice.
Beautiful.
You mean Mona Lisa's smiling, right?
Mona Lisa's always smiling because Brently's under her gown.
No.
Just eating.
Absolutely not.
How do you know that was one of Brently's hobbies?
Well, yeah, he goes under there. He's like the Tremors beast, but under the covers.
He's always looking for the corsage. Just can't find it.
Oh, where is it?
Where is it? Mona Lisa, that's what you guys are telling me?
Welcome to the show, everybody. Yes, we have to do these formality things, but we have a guest, some newcomer. He's pretty hot. He's in a sweatshirt. He's an Oregon Duck alumni. He has a hawk eye for NFL talent. He's spread the cheeks, and he just goes to town in life and in anything in general. Brently Weissman.
Thank you for the great introduction.
Are you a wise man?
I'm a very wise man.
Tell us about yourself. What's going on? Who are you to us? Also, Dirk Diggler's here. You know his voice.
Well, hello.
There you are with the mustache.
You like that?
No.
Why not?
It's not dark enough. Look at it.
It doesn't matter, but you know
looks
it's right.
like-
I've gone in a lot. Tony recognized my mustache.
That's a pretty
You
good.
gotta shave
That's a good
mustache.
mustache.
After No Shave November, it's gone.
So like,
Or is it?
literally in 2 hours, bro. So you better
There we go.
get the shaving shit out.
Man.
But that's the crew you got today, and the topic is this is going to be an absolute nerd out, Brently. We've brought you here for one reason, and one reason only is to just speak the language of virgins everywhere. And we're talking Marvel,
Listen,
Game of Thrones.
I got 4 things I hang my hat on. Really?
Wait, that's not even possible.
Yes, it is.
Hang your hat on 4 things at once? Are you crazy?
I got 4 things I can hang my hat on.
Nice.
Might be more than 4 if I can start counting.
There you go.
Football, Marvel, Game of Thrones, and really just pretty much any fantasy nerdy series besides like Star Trek. I think for the most part, anything besides Star Trek, I
Were you a fan of the Star Trek movies, the newer ones that came out?
literally haven't even ever watched.
You've never
They're,
watched those?
they're honestly, as a separate entity, as just standalone movies, say they had no past connected to it. Ladybird, God, and Ladybird's here too. Of course, she'll make the cover.
What's up?
It's going crazy. It's Kay. Kay's infiltrated our ranks. And Chad. Oh dear God.
No.
We have got intruders in the podcast.
Good day,
All
sir.
ready for this?
We ready.
So we were rudely interrupted by a couple of dingleberries, Chad and Keith. And but as you were saying, Brently, you hang your hat on a few things that you pride yourself in. As we were introducing you.
Yes. Now, I'm not going to name them in the same order because it's been a while. It's been like at least a 15-20 minute lapse.
Yeah, that was a mighty gap. Like we were rolling, and then just a sucker punch to the gut. We were winded, and we caught our breath. We're ready. We're picking it up though. We're rolling our shoulders back and forth. The trainer's like, "You good to go?" We're like, "Yeah, give me in this. Give me in this. Are you ready?"
Very ready.
Oh God, sip your Dornish Red. Thank you for that, by the way. That was delicious. Fine vintage, as the old saying goes. But you said you love yourself some NFL. You take pride in that, and you said Game of Thrones, Marvel.
And really
Just
just
all
pretty
things
much
nerdiness.
anything fantasy related besides, remember, Star Trek. I have not watched Star Trek.
There's women scratching at the walls to get in here and just ravage you because of this knowledge.
What can I say?
I don't know, man. Sounds like a pretty dangerous life you live.
Why haven't you watched Star Trek at all?
I don't know. It's not my thing. Like, honestly.
Neither for me either. But
It's garbage.
I watched
Garbage
the
franchise.
first two
Garbage
episodes. It's actually
franchise.
hella good. Had nothing else to watch, so I said it was on Netflix. It's
I
actually
the
pretty
new movies
good.
are
I
pretty
have just
good.
never had like an urge to ever watch Star Trek.
If you get the urge,
it's
indulge.
never gonna happen.
I mean, I never
good.
thought I was gonna have sex.
It's kind of like
but,
garbage.
you know, one
It's not
day I was
confirmed
like,
that he has either.
I love you.
by any means necessary. Oh, it's terrible. Anyway, so the
You lose.
focus of this episode, sir. We're getting nerdy with it, and I have got this list of questions, as I say every episode, and I'm gonna say them at you. You're gonna listen to them and respond as such. You ready for this?
Shame.
Yes.
Let's go, Diggler.
Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame.
Mustache looks like straw, like hay that you feed to cows.
But you notice it.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, it's hard not to.
You gotta get rid of the
like
mustache.
coffee stain on a shirt, a skid
You know how
mark
much
on a
sex I'm having
fine
right
pair.
now with this stash?
Dear God. Easy, man. Containers.
Yeah.
She's over there, my God.
All I know
Got
is
him.
all I know is in an hour. No wait. In 3 hours, you have to cut the mustache off.
There we go. No Shave November will have come to an end. But before that, let's chit chat. Brently, my man, we were all dazzled by Marvel for the past 10 years plus. It has been an absolute delight upon our lives seeing these comic books come to life. Being nerdy had officially become cool. And here, tail at the end of it, we meet Thanos. Josh Brolin as Thanos, no less. Where does he rank on your all-time list of naughty men or women?
Okay, so we gotta get specific. So
Yeah.
where does he rank
Just in
my
general.
Marvel villains or just villains in general?
Go villains in general, then
Villains,
Marvel
yeah.
Marvel villains.
This is a cocktail episode. By that I mean you got ices like DC, you got the nice vodkas, the Marvel, maybe a lemon slice, could be Star Wars, huh? Cocktail.
Okay.
Maybe some Coke, as Pixar, Disney. It's a nice cocktail we're about to sip on, boys.
Okay. And so
Thanos.
I think so. Thanos and my overall Marvel villains. Wow, I gotta think about this.
Yeah, start there and then we can move on. I'll start tossing them at you.
You lose.
Are we on right now?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Brent. It's on, baby.
I'd say Thanos is probably
Get those beautiful
number
lips closer to the
one.
microphone.
I think he's probably number one.
Number one.
Number one villain.
On Tovar?
No, Thanos.
Get
And
it,
so
like one.
I think let's see.
Brit.
Probably the Red Skull.
What?
What?
Those
that,
panic answers. That was
What the
that was
is
a panic
that?
answer right there. If I've ever
The
heard
Red
one.
Skull?
Trash.
Captain America. I love Captain
Out of
America.
every Marvel villain.
Who's your name
Over
yours?
Hela.
I hated Hela.
Over Whiplash from Iron Man 2. Over Warmonger. Over
Warmonger's dope.
God
Killmonger. You guys can't get the name right.
No,
Jesus.
Warmonger is Jeff Bridges from Iron Man #1, bro, with a beard, Jeff Bridges.
You guys meant Killmonger from.
I meant Killmonger from
Black
Black
Panther.
Panther.
Whatever.
That's
Skylar admits his mistake.
dude. That's a Black Panther. That was a badass.
That's dope. I can't wait to see a second one. But Dormammu from Doctor Strange, better bad guy.
Dude, Dormammu, just the flying freaking,
Come to bargain.
the flying freaking mystical ghost.
Dormammu.
Absolutely not.
But the Red Skull clearly beats them all. Not even the Skull and
I'd take
Crossbones.
Dormammu over the Red Skull.
Oh my God.
Why are you guys hate on the Red Skull?
Look at him. It was a trash movie.
So, to be honest, the reason why I picked the Red
Winter
Skull.
Soldier over Winter Soldier. Come on.
Now, is Winter Soldier a villain?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
No.
say yeah.
The Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, is not.
Agree. I agree with that.
You like that?
That's why
You like that?
Winter Soldier's way more badass than Bucky. Bucky's a bitch.
Bucky-
He just shoots a gun. Winter Soldier gets down.
Yep.
Well, no, I do agree with you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
But
it's okay. No, I admitted this when we did the
But-
podcast with Dylan A. I was wrong, dude. He called me out on some Lord of the Rings and I had to concede. It's okay if somebody presents you with facts to change your mind accordingly.
I will
it's
not
okay. You are a
change
man.
my mind. The Red Skull.
Oh, you piece of
What was the?
You're wrong because that's not my opinion.
What was his significance when it came to where he was banished to when Scarlet Joe died?
Well, I mean, he became the guardian of the Soul Stone. So essentially, he was.
But that was just like a
cursed.
random thing. That was like his what?
No,
his,
because it wasn't a random thing. Because in the freaking Captain America 1, when he died, all the the Tesseract opened up and sent him to there.
Okay.
So.
And he's just sitting there jacking off ever since. That's a lonely life to live.
Where's Loki?
Where's Loki win?
He went straight into his own series on Disney Plus.
Oh my God! Shut up. You know how he disappeared when he was.
It's gonna happen.
What?
You know how when they
Endgame.
grab the Tesseract, how he ends up grabbing his staff and disappearing.
That's a fumble in the
Endgame?
red zone right there. Loki recovers. Loki snaps out of there. That was pretty good. I enjoyed Endgame overall.
I loved Endgame.
It's a thing. Oh, that was pretty good.
Endgame did not disappoint me in the least. In fact, I mean, it was. I lived up to all my expectations.
It really did. They
no.
threw in everything. Hulk, I would have loved to have seen more significance, but that's low-hanging fruit at this point, I believe.
As a Marvel fan, everyone's gonna have things they didn't like about each movie.
Yeah.
I mean, specifically with Endgame, you're right.
It didn't ruin it for me, though.
No, absolutely not.
Smart
No,
Hulk,
no, 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 no.
Professor Hulk.
For a Marvel movie to be ruined, it has to be some big stuff. And it really does.
Like have a DC in front of the title of your movie?
No, dude, I've hated a number of Marvel movies. But if you want to get down to it, they haven't really been Marvel movies because I'm talking about Fantastic Four. That
Oh
one,
dear God!
Michael B. Jordan and what's
That
the
what a flop that was.
That was terrible.
That made
Miles
me sick.
Teller.
I am
Dude,
not a Miles Teller fan.
I used to
Miles
love
Teller-
I forgot about that.
Get back
Miles
behind your
Teller
bait
used
counter,
to be
Miles
dope,
Teller.
man. Miles Teller used to be dope.
Get it?
But anyone associated with that movie, to me, is no longer an actor. I don't even watch any Michael B. Jordan ever because of that
Why?
movie. Because of that movie.
Because he was Johnny Blaze.
That movie was the worst movie of all
What-
time.
what
I've
year was
never
that movie
felt
made?
like
It was
I
a
needed,
garbage movie, but
I
not
needed
because
a refund.
Yeah. I
You
felt
actually
a
went there
refund
and
would be
watched
nice.
it?
Yeah, I'll never forget it.
Yeah,
wow.
it was pretty bad. I saw it.
You went there and watched
Yeah.
it too?
Fantastic Four. We're not talking the Suicide Squad. Fantastic Four is Marvel's
But it
Why did
wasn't
they
out
just-
of the Marvel Studios though.
I know,
That
but
was
why
a
did
separate
they-
thing.
with that character, with those characters, that is a huge.
Why didn't they just keep it with the same actors and actresses? Why'd they just why'd they change it?
gotta,
you have to have
it's the-
reboots. You have
it's
to
the
have.
same
But there
puzzle.
wasn't there
Same
only
thing Spider-Man.
two movies of the normal Fantastic Four?
Now, if you're arguing there should have been more of that cast, I agree with you. I love those movies.
But
For
wasn't
the-
there only two of them though?
Yeah, there's only two of them.
There's two of those, Silver Surfer, and
really
then they also had Paul Bettany was the Silver Surfer, aka
don't know who that
Vision.
is.
Vision, that's
Oh,
Paul
they're the
Bettany.
same character?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And then
Think about
Chris
that, that's
Evans
cool.
as Johnny Blaze and Chris Evans
I knew that
as
was the Captain America.
What are you thinking? Are there not enough
Hey,
white
man.
males in
Don't
the
be talking
world?
bad about Chris Evans. That's Captain
No,
America.
not at all. Actually,
I love
fun fact,
me Chris. Some
fun
Chris
fact,
Evans.
his
That's my guy.
cousin was in my fraternity at Sonoma State, SAE. Phi Alpha to all those listening. Haru!
Oh man.
Haru!
All right, you're
Nice guy. He wasn't,
frat bro.
Hey, he wasn't arrogant. His cousin was a good kid. He fit in well.
Why would he be arrogant? He ain't famous.
No, he didn't be like, oh, guess what? Chris Evans is my cousin. Bang me. He did not say that. Nah.
Wouldn't matter. No one would bang him anyways.
Yep. Done.
Probably.
None of his frat got pussy.
Hey. All right, let me just shift some gears here. How quickly does Thanos' army wipe out Hogwarts? Say the Death Eaters and what's his name? Voldemort, all those jokers, they're hanging out at Hunting Brew Meadery.
I've actually never thought of
Thanos' Armada
I've never
comes in.
thought of a
They wipe
Harry
out
Potter Marvel crossover.
McGonagall's gargoyles got everything is shattered. There's no amount of wizardry in the world that could withstand that firepower.
So what? So you're telling me Avada Kedavra's spell to Thanos ain't working? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean,
I don't
are
know.
the good guys gonna go that far? They don't want to hurt Thanos' feelings.
They're not good guys. We're just talking about the Death Eaters.
It's absolute survival. You know what? Put the Death Eaters on, say the good guys and the bad guys, Harry and Voldemort. Let's
Combine.
squash it for a minute. Hold up at Hogwarts. Get all the other schools. Let's hold up at this one place. Another
versus Thanos.
Versus Thanos coming from the sky.
Damn.
Do they get all their crazy creatures and
Give him anything
they get
want,
dude.
but I
They
don't
get
know if
literally
the wizardry
endgame
is...
invasion.
Dude,
That's what they get.
Can that spell penetrate steel? Can it penetrate, does it affect Thanos?
Dude, they don't need... I'm thinking
Thanos just wipes them out, wipes them clean.
Thanos wins.
Just wipes them off the face of the earth.
Thanos wins, honestly.
There's no way they lose.
It's just too much, bro. Thanos is a beast.
Dude, it's not even funny.
Thanos is a bad man. I'll tell you that right now.
All right, Diggler.
He is a bad man.
What do you think?
There's no chance. Thanos wins all day.
Are there any
Thanos
survivors? Are there
Thanos
any
is a bad
survivors?
man.
I think you just imagine all of them just going around on their brooms.
Thanos is literally just swinging a sword at these dudes on
Dude,
brooms.
he is hacking
them
them up.
for God's sake.
I mean, he just deflects everything. Unbelievable.
Well, no, actually, time out. Not to backtrack, but we have to. Let's have the Infinity Glove.
You lose.
Even without it, doesn't matter.
No. It's the same opinion. If he
Even
doesn't have,
without
if he has no Infinity Glove,
That's gonna change your opinion.
Gauntlet.
Wow.
Ooh, good correction. If he has no Infinity Gauntlet, then honestly,
Dude. You really know how to get my nipples hard, you know
the
that?
Wizards are gonna win if he has no Infinity.
No,
Are
why?
you
How does
kidding
that
me?
one thing?
Because dude, honestly,
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm
with that?
serious. I'm serious.
Blade?
Ooh, whoa.
dude,
Hey, put on the AC. That was a hot take.
no, it's not.
We got Max Kellerman over here,
Dude,
Sam.
okay,
Cameron
I was
with
tripping. The only reason why I was saying Thanos
Cold
wins,
sore
I'm
on the
thinking
side of his
Thanos can
mouth.
do all kinds of gravity, blast. Dude, if Thanos has nothing, then all he is just a badass fighter, hand-to-hand combat.
It's not just him. It's him and all of his boys. His Fab Five. He's got Chris Webber, Jalen Rose.
They can make the shield spell.
Howard.
They can make the shield spell. I'll get you guys here. They can make the shield spell. Do the force field just like in Infinity War. That was really effective. And so then, if they can just do one-on-one, pretty much essentially getting all the big, powerful characters in, the Wizards can win. Outnumbered, they can shoot hella Avada Kedavra spells. I think
I think you're really overestimating a green light.
Without the Infinity Gauntlet, I'm taking the Wizards.
Man,
I feel like that is
Really,
sympathy.
really-
I feel like that's sympathy bias.
No,
Blaze almost
serious.
swayed me how he
Sympathy.
laid that out right there. My God, it sounded like Dan Carlin almost.
No,
Quote, unquote,
I
hey,
feel
that
like
was
his
crazy.
Fandom is overshadowing reality here.
My fandom, I like Marvel more than Harry Potter, but I really think that you take away Thanos' Infinity Glove, dude, he's not he's badass
Thanos
for sure.
took on the Avengers and the entire Marvel protagonist side of the universe without the without the gauntlet.
No,
Whoa, almost stepped on
when
my
was
mind.
that?
At the end of Endgame, Captain
Dude.
America's assemble, and it's all the good guys coming out of the portals, and then it's all Thanos gloveless. He's going in raw dog to this battle with all of his
Dude,
boys.
listen,
Get him!
listen. If we're being real, Captain Marvel was about to end him until he got the glove. So the gauntlet. God, I need to stop doing that. I'm getting mad at that.
Yeah, it's all good.
And so he was gonna lose regardless if he didn't get the gauntlet.
Well, agree to disagree. Let's just chalk it up as that. I feel like Thanos wins either way.
Speaking of Captain Marvel, now that we're all going on Captain Marvel, dude, I expected him. I was talking about things he didn't like about Endgame. Captain
Cool.
Marvel should have easily been able to destroy Thanos one-on-one. If we're being true to her character, it shouldn't have been a competition.
Agree.
I think if
That kinda
time,
pissed me off, honestly.
if time wasn't of the essence, and Thanos is, he's a crafty son of a bitch. Like, he wins. He's always won. He finds a way to win.
He's a
except
bad
that one
man.
time. He's a bad man, but he knows how to win. And if
He's
it
a
was
monster.
if it was just a fight and
I love me
him
some
getting
Thanos.
the glove and snapping wasn't a factor, she beats the out of him. She keeps coming and just wails on him, time and time again. No matter how many times he like
I see
fights
what you're
her off.
saying. So
But because of
it
the
was-
circumstances,
Yeah.
he was able to best her by popping out. What's the purple one?
Wow.
Purple one of who?
The purple infinity stone.
Not the time stone.
Oh, no,
That's green.
No, it's green.
the Soul Stone. Purple is
Soul Stone's the red one.
No, Soul Stone's yellow one.
Yeah.
Freak.
Purple
Purple
one.
is time's green.
This is a nerd cast. We should know this.
No, purple is it's in Wakanda. Damn. I'm tripping. It's the purple's in Wakanda.
I'm doing a young
The
Jamie
Power Stone,
maneuver.
Yeah,
Powers-
what is it, Jamie?
Infinity gems.
Look that up.
Purple
Oh,
is
wait.
mind. It's the mind.
Mind stone. Let's see here.
Is it Mind Stone?
It could be. No, that's the yellow one. That's
That's yellow and Soul Stone.
green. Let's see, soul. Orange is time. Purple is space.
Space. Damn.
Space.
Gravity.
That's the one that the.
Damn. That was in Wakanda.
That's the one that the Guardians of the Galaxy were fiending over. Am I right? Yes, I am.
Damn.
With Ronan the Accuser. What is
You
he?
lose.
To be honest,
I really liked.
I never liked Guardians of the Galaxy.
What?
Scal, you've known that for years.
Simultaneous what?
Scal, you've known that for years,
Your takes are
dude.
getting a little too hot.
Dude.
Your
I
takes
can't
are
believe
getting a
that
little too
shit.
hot.
Guardian Galaxies. I think I've only watched Guardian
What
Galaxy
isn't
once.
good
I
about
never
it? You
liked
get
it.
green Zoe Saldana.
That's
Dude.
why you don't
Love
like
it.
Fat Thor going to the Guardians at the end of it, huh?
That has nothing. I don't like Fat Thor in general.
Fat Thor fits perfect with the Guardians.
Dude, fuck Fat Thor. I'm tired of Marvel neutralizing the strongest characters. Fat Thor. Give me real badass Thor who's the strongest character. Oh, Smart Hulk. Give me Monster Hulk. That's his second strongest, arguably first strongest character in the MCU.
He gets rope-a-dope by Thanos, though. Easy peasy.
But that's
Because he has the gauntlet.
But that's the weakest way for Hulk to go away, though. He was being a little.
Hey, he has
once
a
he
gauntlet.
once he got his pushed in, he turned into a little bitch, and then he never came out again. You never got to see him ever since then.
Dude, it's not fucking his fault.
And that's
It's the
bullshit.
damn creator's
You
fault.
see the remnants of him when they go back in time to New York.
That's awesome. So
That's
then
not
he
enough. That's not enough. I want real. You can we close the window so we can look at it.
Lady Bird likes it. Look at Lady Bird's face.
Dude, I'm getting
Isn't
freezing.
that adorable?
That's so adorable. All right, the dog has
Hey.
their snoot hanging out
Hey,
the door.
it's getting
but
cold out here. It's a
Get
pouring
out
storm
of
out there for people listening at home. It's pouring.
Get out of
By
here.
the way, this podcast is brought to
Look
you
my
by B&D Gertz, promo code sandwich.
Promo code sandwich. Get yourself a nice DJ in the industry. We call that a dirt job. Buy dirt bags. Man, a lot of them. Pulling out a Corona Extra. They need to make a Corona less that doesn't taste as good. Am I right?
I don't know. I love all Corona.
I really like the small ones, the Coronitas. You know what I'm saying? They're not regular
Of course
size.
you like the small ones.
Well, yeah, they make me feel regular, like I belong.
Yeah,
Anyways,
you're one of them.
Who is a better headmaster, Dumbledore or Christy Mack?
I don't know. Christy Mack is.
Porn star.
What? Wow! I would have
Dude.
guessed for sure you would have known
the
that one.
Captain Marvel of the Pornhub universe.
Christy Mack?
Christy Mack, yeah.
I've never heard of Christy Mack.
She is a classically trained adult film actress.
The one that got her in by her UFC boyfriend.
Oh, way to say that with kindness and sensitivity and understanding.
What do you expect to happen if you're banging some dude and then your boyfriend comes home that's actually registered as a lethal
But-
weapon? What do you expect? That guy had
She was
a
almost killed.
The guy had a lacerated
For the
kidney and
people at
had
home,
to
the
get
people at home.
fucking go to the
I don't
hospital.
understand how Skylar knows all the shit.
That's outrageous.
Skylar knows about anything.
He knows
Pop
her favorite
culture,
color.
Politics, anything you name it, but he doesn't have any social media. It is astonishing.
He is an enigma. He has like Insta.
I don't
Keep
understand.
the eyes open, bro. Keep the eyes open.
I seriously don't understand. But no, dude, I've never heard of Christy Mack. To be honest,
Who's your favorite then?
dude.
You know.
No, dude.
Oh.
I don't watch like the name porn
All
stars.
right. You know, I'm gonna need you to do one thing for me right now. Stop lying. I need you to start telling.
No, I'm
Me.
serious. But
Proof.
I don't watch like the name.
Confide. You want
I don't like fake
unnamed
tits.
street hustling actresses. You don't want the
Maybe he just likes the
corporate-
surprise, man. Maybe he just likes the surprise of.
Dude, I don't like fake tits. So
Oh boy!
that's just.
How dare you have preferences?
I'm just saying.
Not
hey,
up in here.
Hey, I mean, I'm
Well,
not.
regardless. All right, take
You
a
lose.
generic porn actress.
Good day, sir.
I don't know. Now I need to think of a different person to compare for Headmaster.
All
right,
I'd
all
say, I'd say, I would just say the. I'd say Dumbledore. Whatever.
Brently completely ruined the joke, the question, and the good time we could have had. Now I'm sad.
Just say Dumbledore. So
All right,
go
all
on
right,
to
all
the
right,
next
hold
one.
on.
Dude,
Fuck, go on to the
hear
next
me
one.
out.
I was saying Dumbledore regardless.
All right, who is a better headmaster,
Dumbledore was
Dumbledore or
Anybody, no one's
Doctor
gonna beat Dumbledore. Actually, I
Doctor
don't know.
Strange's
Dude, I
headmaster?
have my problem.
No,
with
dude,
What's her
Dumbledore.
name? The bald lady?
Oh, I don't know, but I don't like her either. Though.
No,
So,
dude, it's either
hey,
it's Dumbledore
listen,
or Professor X, homie.
Listen, dude.
That's what's the better headmaster
you.
are.
No. Listen. Whatever. Let's change the subject. Not change the subject, but also Dumbledore. Let me just go on my tangent.
The
about
ancient
Dumbledore.
one is her name.
The ancient. No, I can't start laughing. So
Oh my god, imagine having sex with her.
Alright.
The ancient one.
Dumbledore. Let's
The
see.
ancient one.
Dumbledore is low key the goat, but if we want to get to that real Dumbledore, it's like, if he's that raw, why can't he just beat Dumbledore or Voldemort himself? Like that's just my shit. It's
Because
like,
he's
dude,
old as He's so old, he
I
died
feel
after
like
the first movie and they had to get a new
Clearly,
guy.
Voldemort is a more clever and more sinister, willing to do more to his body and just in for the pursuit of power and magic over the world. Like Dumbledore's not
Dude.
about to divide his soul. He's
I'm
for some
just
reason
saying.
he caps himself. Why didn't he get stronger with his age? Is Voldemort just that much? Is he more LeBron-ish compared to Dumbledore's? You know, I don't know who to compare him to. Somebody
Dumbledore
that's
would be
good out
like,
the gate. Say a Zion Williams is Voldemort.
no, that's unfair to Zion because Zion's
He
just
hasn't
first starting.
Yeah, shit,
Dumbledore,
yeah.
I'm
dude,
just saying.
My beef with Dumbledore is just like, if you're that raw, like you're like a legend, you gotta be able to do more than just rely on Harry. Like I want you to do something. Like what did he do? Like I just think like it just pisses me off. Like, and it sucks. 'Cause I do like Dumbledore, so I don't mean to like.
He's
kill
the-
him off,
he's the
but it's like,
good
what
guys'
did he do?
only
Like,
heavy
he didn't do
hitter.
a damn thing. But if he's
No.
that raw and the entire time it's like, oh, Dumbledore will protect us. Where's Dumbledore? It's like, bro, they didn't do anything.
He's actually a pretty bad headmaster because in the first movie, detention is sending kids into the Forbidden Forest where they're specifically told not to go and puts them in danger with a bumbling fool headmaster and Hagrid who gets him and puts him in danger time and time again. You're gonna let this one kid who you know this guy is out to kill because he killed his parents years ago, and you're gonna put him and his arch nemesis and this dog out in the middle of the forest to die.
Dude, I was just thinking right now, it's like,
Jesus Christ!
think of all the shit that happened during his time there. So you're telling me Dumbledore was so raw, he couldn't have found the Chamber of Secrets? Like, come
What is he doing in the meantime?
I don't know. He's
In
fucking-
Harry's lifetime, is he sitting there, oh, I'm not going to figure out the secrets or, like, help prepare this kid if he's
Was
the
he
Messiah?
banging McGonagall?
Absolutely.
Really?
With wands.
No.
Oh,
This is-
yeah.
No. Come on. They're not doing
Dude,
that.
talk about you cast a spell on me. Am I right?
No. But,
Yep.
and then
Dumbledore's a pleaser.
Dumbledore,
Chocolate frogs.
I heard rumors Dumbledore's gay. That's all I know. I've never watched the Fantastic
Dude.
Beasts movies.
I
I
guarantee-
boycott those.
You know what?
But
Riddle me this. There's a spell that can turn you gay or heterosexual, whatever you want. I bet Dumbledore experiments because he's about that life.
dude,
Having a spell that
streets are
turns
saying
you-
Dumbledore's gay. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can't disagree with the streets, am I right? Is Dumbledore gay, Diggler?
He doesn't come off gay to me.
He's too powerful.
No. Apparently,
But has he
Or
ever, he's never had a
no.
girlfriend.
Apparently, the theory came out from the Fantastic Beasts series. Now, granted, I have
Oh,
only
with
watched the first one.
Newt?
Never
Is
seen
that the
it.
dude's name, Newt?
Yeah, I only watched the first one. I couldn't tell you a thing that happened in it. And the second one, I'm not watching.
Why does it?
Yeah, I heard-
Because what? That's when he
Wasn't
comes
too
out
good.
as
I
he's
don't know.
gay.
I'm dude. Listen, like, same, like,
Conspiracies, man.
if I'm really gonna watch something, like, I need to be like down to watch it. Because once I watch it, I'm probably gonna like it. And besides Fantastic Four, but like, I'm just not gonna watch it.
Might turn that just a little clockwise. Or scoot yourself. Whatever you want, Brent. Boom. But very good. You're very in depth with your Harry Potter knowledge.
Wow.
I'd
Love,
wager.
love some Harry Potter.
Favorite book? Yeah.
Damn. Honestly, if you guys have ever read this series, I mean, I read this back in high school, but I love this series, the Percy Jackson series.
Mm.
Have you ever read
No,
it?
I meant of Harry Potter. Favorite Harry Potter book.
Oh, I thought you meant book series.
Yeah.
Favorite Harry Potter book. Favorite Harry Potter book is honestly the 7th one, because the 7th one is dope, and the only reason why the movies aren't that sick is because they broke it in half, but the book is actually.
But dude, that gets more money. Anything worth a damn is gonna get the
Hey,
last movie split
Just saying,
into two.
I'm just explaining my reasoning of why I'm picking the 7th book.
Boy howdy.
The 7th book is something.
I got you. I like Goblet of Fire a lot. The whole the tournament, all that was dope.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
cool. J.K.
yeah.
Rowling showing her chops. I need to reread those books for the F of it.
Nah.
How many of them is there?
Seven,
I would say
bro.
7. 7.
Jesus.
Yep. It's a
Come
lot
on.
of reading. How many
Bro, I don't
trees
read.
were cut down to fulfill the needs of her
Enough.
creativity?
Enough.
What price are you
cares?
willing to pay?
Dude, we talking about? We gotta read books.
How thick are the Game of Thrones books?
Pretty thick.
Hell,
Like, are they like?
Oh my God.
Are they like the Harry Potter books?
It depends on which ones you get. The hardcover will be a little bit wider and they'll be a little thinner, but the paperback ones that I have, they're just like a thick chunk, like in your hand. But I put them by the windowsill, and water was dripping through the windowsill, and my books totally swelled.
What book we talking about?
The Game of Thrones books. The
Did
first two.
Did you read them?
I'm on the 3rd one right now.
Okay.
Jon Snow is in the clutches, the grips, the grasps of
Okay, so
the
it-
wildlings.
Are the books
on the other
really
side of the
that
wall.
much better,
Yeah,
though,
killing
than
their
the
four and a
movie?
half hand.
They're better.
They portray so much of a better.
You can just go into-
mindset of the inside the
Dude,
head of
it's
the
dope
characters,
because
plus things that go on.
like each chapter is you're in someone else's POV, like point of view. Like it's
Yeah.
sick as.
Really?
Yes,
so,
it's dope.
yeah,
That's
so instead
cool.
of chapter 1, 2, or 3, it's Ned, and then it's Jon
Oh,
Snow,
okay,
and it's
okay.
Daenerys,
Yeah.
and
It's-
then
But think about that, because that's kind of how the show's breaking up too. Like,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. That's how the scenes are done.
Scenes are going.
But the books you can just get so much more in
but
depth.
by reading the books, I think it's really a testament to how well that show is cast, because everybody is freaking perfect.
Yeah.
Everybody cast, it fits the role.
What's
to
your
a
worst
T.
casting?
The worst. I mean, who is a better when you think of Tyrion? Like when you read it, Peter Dinklage
Damn.
is that.
There really is no bad
Everybody is
casting.
perfect when you see the show at first. Yeah, there's a little bias, but when you think of the character and who they are in the book and what they're doing in the show, you're like, damn, that is.
Dude, okay,
very
real
well
quick,
done.
flip coin. Who's the best casting?
Oh, Tyrion for sure.
Dude, I totally
Tyrion's great.
disagree.
Ned is perfect.
I disagree with Tyrion.
Who's your pick?
Dude,
Don't say Daenerys.
Wild card, Brienne of Tarth.
Brienne of Tarth. She's gonna be a lot uglier. I just met Brienne
Brienne
of
of
Tarth.
Tarth. You can't not to totally kill off.
Sean Bean did a great job at Ned Stark.
Yeah,
Ned Stark was perfect. We only got so much of him, though,
dude.
so you gotta choose.
Arya was perfect. Daenerys
Arya's
was
good.
perfect. I think Sansa was perfect.
Drago.
Drago, you
Drago's
could.
good. He's
I mean,
a wild
shoot.
man.
Is Drago a
Jason
lot more in the
Momoa.
book than he is in the show? Because he really wasn't too much in the show.
Yeah,
And
he gets
this
wiped
could
out.
be a hot take right here. I think maybe you could have gotten a better Euron.
Euron Greyjoy?
I think that's the worst casting
I
in
haven't
Game of
ran into
Thrones.
him yet. I liked him in the show, though.
I don't think I did, to be honest.
No?
Was
No.
he a bitch in the books?
No, he's a badass in the books.
He's in the show. He's a bitch.
Exactly.
He's a bit of a badass in the show as well.
Dude,
Not
He
really.
wipes out the
Bad.
Iron Fleet.
Dude, he
kills the
freaking-
Sand Snakes.
Okay, and
He
you know
once
what?
he gets his off, he
you know
turns into a
what?
bitch.
Let me take this back. You know what? Because maybe this isn't towards Euron, because maybe Euron's character is okay, but the way that what the creators of the showrunners had him do, or have him not do, to be safe, like, we didn't see shit of how he destroyed the Iron Fleet, right? We just saw him doing it. So it's like, you know, like, I want to know how he did it to really show if he's a badass or not. In the books, you see, like, this guy is dope.
They dedicate a whole action sequence to it. He just kills the sand snakes, and he comes down with that giant hammer thing onto that other ship. He comes down with the axe, and he kills all Albron's daughters.
Dude, and that's another thing.
Kidnaps.
Since
what's
when
her
was
face?
Euron Greyjoy that great of a fighter? You know, like, 'cause in Game of Thrones lore, Euron Greyjoy is not like a straight good one-on-one fighter. Euron Greyjoy is just considered like the scariest person in like the entire realm because of how like ruthless he is in terms of like showing mercy. But in terms of one-on-one combat, he shouldn't be able to beat the Sand Snakes.
Well, I know what I seen, and I seen him beat the sand snakes.
That's just another flaw in the
Well,
late Game of
I
Thrones
haven't
seasons.
read that far
sand
into it,
snake.
sir. Good lord, give me a break.
Oblara, Sand Snake. the lesbian looking one in the show? That character
They
in the
all look
books?
pretty hot to me.
She was the one that talked hella dirty to freaking.
No, that's Nim. That's.
I thought she was
like
the
them.
ugly. She was the ugliest one, but when
You're
that
a freak of nature.
Smoking
no
hot.
way.
Poison
Then
me.
when
That butch one that threw the scorpion, the
Dude.
spear at the scorpion.
But when she freaking had that story with freaking the Braun,
Yep.
I was like, okay, you're hot.
Yup. I was like, please, daddy.
Dude, she got brutally murdered though.
They all
murdered
did.
Auburn's son.
They all did.
Or the crippled dude's son. Just stick the spear through the back of his head. Comes out his face.
Oh man,
Oh.
yeah, your own cousin.
Yeah.
They did their own
Itchy,
cousin, like their own
itchy,
family.
Prince Doran.
That's what my hangover felt like the other day.
Were you
After Cousins
hungover?
Night. Yeah, you must have been hurt and you were done.
I was dying.
Good lord.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, about
out, you're
20 shots
done.
at the bar.
That was
For
outrageous.
the family. It's for the family.
That was awesome.
Just puts,
Dude, let's talk
flops
about
it
that. Let's talk
out.
about that real quick. How is that only $150?
It was 139.
Dude,
Good
20
lord.
shots?
I was juiced.
It's like I don't even know what the math is on that.
The lady was like,
A lot of
the
jack.
lady came back to me twice. She's like, are you sure you're not gonna drink? Like, you're not gonna drink these yourself? I was like,
Dude,
no,
I'm used
I
to
got my
Bay Area
family.
pricing, bro. A shot in the bear is $10.
There we go.
Yeah, I was juiced
So
on that.
153 divided by 20,
It was 139.
$765.
Do a math
I
here,
guess that's
baby.
normal. I'm tripping.
Uh,
Oh, it was 139.
yeah, it was 139.
Oh, what I say?
But Brently's
153.
Oh, damn.
All right. So rounding it back a little Marvel way, what do you think makes somebody worthy of the power of Thor? What makes somebody worth a damn? Why was Captain America able to pick it up right at that last moment? Had he not proven himself enough up until that very last point to pick up the goddamn hammer of Thor? In Age of Ultron, clearly fighting in World War II is not enough to allow that man to heave that mighty weapon into the air.
Let me understand.
What the
So
is going on?
Are you saying that was a plot hole? Or are you just what are you
I mean,
insinuating a plot
I'm
hole?
tripping over it because I'd say any veteran coming out of World War II, not the Nazis, should be able to lift that goddamn that hammer.
Then
But
everyone's
that's
gonna
not
lift
enough.
it.
Why is Thor?
I think you probably have to have like a base layer of physical strength. You have to be like above like just. You have to be special, like in terms of like just your overall physical strength. So that way, that automatically like
you have to be able to
eliminates.
bench 225 at least 25
No,
times.
I'm just saying, like, you just
is there
have to be
combine you can do
superhuman.
to qualify.
You have to be superhuman, and then maybe you're being a soldier or whatever that like criteria meets it. But I don't know. If you're asking me if it's a plot hole,
gotta be your
it
heart.
could be.
What do you think? Like,
It could be a plot hole. But then, but okay. But to be honest, because if you're saying that, does Thor have the same heart as Captain America?
well, all right, riddle
I
me
just don't
this:
know.
Thor, like Odin, like the whole Viking lore, the whole Norse mythology. That's all about being soldiers and fighters and dying on the battlefield. Tell me, Captain America doesn't fit that mold of a soldier, like willing to go in there and get in the fight, get grimy. So that could have something to do with it. Something.
Yeah,
about
but
being a
then,
soldier.
but then, like, I don't know. I feel like so does freaking Falcon. So does Hawkeye. They have that same kind of mindset of being a soldier. So as much as I hate to sit here and say it, I think it could be a plot hole.
The plot hole? I mean, I guarantee you if we had more comic-centric people here, we'd be told more specifically different details of what is possible or what's not possible. Because I guess they go way more in depth, but
I don't know about.
I'll say my nerdiness is only it's super shallow.
I don't know. He was.
I've watched the movies.
well, Captain America was getting his pushed in when he was able to pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, in Age of Ultron, I can't remember.
Well, they
But,
were
was
just
he get-
doing
was
a
it-
competition to see, and he kind of like.
Well, I remember he was able to. He wiggled
and
it.
that's why.
He wiggled
maybe
it,
that
and
was World War
Thor
II.
and Thor fucking like kind of scared, like, all right, that's enough. That's what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
and so that's why.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
when you're asking me why only in Endgame was he able to pick it up, it's like I couldn't sit here and tell you like, oh, he did something specifically in that moment because. Like I could sit here and say, "Oh, he was willing to risk his life," but then you can sit back and be like, "Okay, well,
I have an answer for you.
Captain America would always risk his life."
I have
so
an answer
it's-
for you.
Wow.
Maybe just
Is there
maybe.
a pizza left still here?
It was for cinematic effect.
Oh my
Ah!
God! Shut up! No.
Listen,
just-
I
He's the
never
chosen one.
I never like to think about like real life when I'm watching movies or when I'm talking.
I think he just had the mindset because
Yeah.
like when he was picking it up with his buddies, he was just like, maybe I could pick it up. But when he needed it, he
He got it.
he was able to get it, and he was able to do his thing
About it.
Side
about
note.
against.
About it.
Side note.
the
Pizza
butt chug.
Factory Pizza is the best pizza in the Winners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I endorse
This is
it.
brought to you by the Sandwich Podcast, promo code sandwich for
Promo
half
code
off of a
sandwich.
pizza at Pizza Factory.
Hashtag Pizza Factory.
Hashtag Pizza Factory. Unconfirmed reports of that promo code sandwich.
It's true.
I'd use it. Like, to actually tell them that.
Promo code
Next time you
sandwich.
go, hey, promo code sandwich. That's 10% off, right? And then the lady working the register will just freak out and just do it because she doesn't know any better.
It's all chance of it happening.
I'll say. Or
Actually,
there's
is
a
a chance.
shut up. There's no promo code sandwich.
Who the hell sandwich?
What? I don't know. Some loser. But anyways, I got a question for you. We talked about the power of Thor. What do you think? Who? All right, here's a question. Who on Earth right now, what athlete, I guess we could say, who deserves to wield the power of Thor? Or anybody on Earth, who do you think is the closest?
Athlete Saquon Barkley.
Saquon
What?
Not DK Metcalf?
Nah, not DK Metcalf.
Listen,
the
what?
DK Metcalf.
LeBron James.
LeBron James unworthy. You know what? Michael Jordan could wield the hammer.
Yeah, I say yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I
Michael
change it.
Jordan
To
for
LeBron.
sure.
Okay,
versus
LeBron.
Michael.
Dude, I don't know.
Tiger wields.
Saquon is just a freak athlete. You know what I was watching the other day? Sorry, off topic. But Adrian Peterson highlights.
Yeah,
He was a
Here's a hot
freak.
take. Adrian Peterson is the best running back of all time.
He is.
I will go down with that.
He
fucking
had
statement.
before his ACL tear.
He is
he
the
had
best
he
running
had
back.
that breakaway speed. Is once he was in the clear, no one was catching him. After the ACL tear, he was still able to move, but people were still catching him.
That
But
rebound
he
year
was
was insane.
but he was able to juke, run people over. He could do anything.
No, I totally agree. I had a tweet about a month ago, 2 months ago. Have you guys watched Arizona Cardinal games
No.
Yeah,
this past year?
yeah.
It just pisses me off, and I like Larry Fitzgerald. I do. But the treatment that they give Larry Fitzgerald, it's Larry
Oh my God,
Legend.
dude.
He's the best
The
ever.
rose
Like,
petals before
He's
his
hella
footsteps.
good.
dude, I can get it. And
He's
I'm
like
not,
the king of Zabunda.
Besides Carson Palmer, who has he had?
dude, I'm not Kurt Warner, Hall of Famer, but whatever. I'm not.
Okay,
I'm
they
just
may have got
saying.
to a Super Bowl with him once. Whatever.
Skylar, I'm just saying.
Losing
I agree.
effort.
It's fine if Larry Fitzgerald gets that treatment, but the whole point is, I want to know why the hell's Adrian Peterson not getting that same damn treatment?
Because he whipped his kid.
That's the facts I want to get down to, man. It doesn't matter, dude.
Got him good.
Adrian Peterson didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't.
Nope.
That's how he was brought up.
Dude,
And so it's
dude,
normal.
He didn't do anything wrong. He didn't kill any. Like he's dude. Adrian Peterson got wrongly criticized and reputation ruined.
Thing was blown
We
out of
should-
proportion.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah.
We should be giving
All he
Adrian
was doing
Peterson.
was punishing a kid.
Dude, the way they talk about Adrian Peterson, talking about him like he's some washed. They give Frank Gore more respect than Adrian Peterson. Pisses me off, honestly. Like, infuriates me.
Frank Gore's ahead of him though in the rushing. list,
In
isn't
what?
he? In the-
Stats?
No, in the
He
in the
played
rushing
7 more
yards.
years than freaking Adrian Peterson.
You gotta say the longevity
Hot
of Frank
take.
Gore is legit though.
Frank Gore will
But no,
last
yeah,
longer than
they
Tom
don't-
Brady.
But what I don't get is why can't freaking AP like I would have him as a 2.
Adrian
Like,
Peterson?
yeah.
Dude, he's
That's
he's
what
not bad at all.
he's been doing good off the Redskins,
but-
but even before that, like he could barely get a job with the Saints. Then freaking he was been a free agent this whole time until the Redskins signed him up, and then he wasn't even getting the ball. He was sitting on the practice field after the first 2 games, and then the other coach took over.
I'm telling you right now, it's because the league was just trying to get rid of Adrian Peterson. They don't, but he when he gets opportunities
He's good.
for backup running back,
He's
first,
good.
you're paying cheap by the way. He's good. I'm just saying my whole point is, it pisses me off how Larry Fitzgerald.
Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely apologize for this sudden and horrific ending to this once very sexy podcast. Straight up, I goofed up or something happened with the computer. I don't know, but the remaining hour 15 is gone, so that's it. I would like to thank Brently and Diggler for coming on. This definitely sucks, but confirmed, both down to do it again, and we will in due time. So, yeah. So sorry about that, you guys. This sucks, but you keep on moving. Shit happens. Oh, boy. But love y'all. Keep listening, and word of mouth. Spread this podcast like a disease. I command you all, my loyal followers. Spread it, even if you don't want to. Do it for me. and I'll love you even more. That's impossible. I love you guys so much already. All right, I'm done rambling. Bye-bye.